You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 67 degrees, going up to a high of a lovely 80 degrees. Yesterday was pretty, today is going to be pretty. I love it. We had our networking event at Outback yesterday, so that was pretty nice as always. Just being able to sit down and take a minute away from the business and have some time to relax and just talk and just enjoy. But it was a beautiful day. When I remember coming, we went to Outback. So one of our networking partners is Outback. We went to Outback and just had a great dinner. So Outback has this little sizzle platter, not a little sizzle skillet thing called a 3-cheese steak. Oh my God. When I tell y'all that is delicious, it is delicious. And that's what I had. And my stomach has been bothering me. I've been feeling nauseous all the time for like the last 4 days. But I was okay. And I don't know if I needed the protein, but I felt better. I didn't feel bad. This morning I woke up nauseous though. So I've just been waking up really nauseous and feeling like queasy in the stomach. And that has been happening for 4 days. Like Tuesday, I was really sick. That's why I couldn't do the show. Like I was weak. I was sick. I just felt horrible. Like I had a stomach flu or something. So it has eased up and I was still feeling kind of like icky, but I've been feeling better, still a little bit tired, but really feeling like nauseous. But anyway, I had the little steak skillet at Outback yesterday. It was delicious. And that's probably because I hadn't had any real food really since Monday. So that probably why it was really, really good. But I've had it before. It was good. But anyway, it was a beautiful day. So when we came out of the restaurant last night, we just was like, oh, it's so nice out here. It was just so pretty. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day. All right, so today is Thursday, May the 25th. May the 25th. It's a beautiful day, y'all. It's the Memorial Day weekend. I know you guys got plans. I do. I got plans on Memorial Day weekend. My daughter is having a barbecue, which is pretty darn nice. You know, we celebrate all holidays. And when my mom was alive, she was a big holiday celebrating person. Like, she loved it. What's interesting is every year at Memorial Day time, the NBA basketball the playoffs were going on. And I remember one year, this is so fun. My mom loved sports. She loved basketball, football. She would watch golf. She would watch baseball. But basketball and football, those are her games. She knew everybody. She knew everybody on all the teams. So I remember one year, and I'm about to really take y'all back because this is funny. We were living in West Orange, New Jersey. And it was Memorial Day weekend, which is always her birthday weekend. So her birthday always falls on Memorial Day weekend. And I remember the game was on. And my Uncle Tommy, who used to play basketball, her oldest brother, had a basketball scholarship. But he didn't get a chance to go on it because he got his girlfriend pregnant, who later became his wife. Him and her, yeah, they were sports fanatic. And he played golf. Like, my uncle played golf. He watched all of that stuff like my mom. So the two of them really liked sports. And I remember this one year was Memorial Day. And we was having a cookout. We were having a cookout in the backyard. And my mom wanted to watch the game. So we had, listen, this is how far back we're going. We had a 13-inch colored TV. Do y'all remember when they used to make 13-inch colored TVs? Like, think about that for a second. A 13-inch, that's smaller than a laptop. Think about that for 1 second. So you can get a 14-inch Chromebook. That's how big the TV was, right? It wasn't flat, had a big back on the back, and it was 13 inches. It was a 13-inch colored TV. It was like the TV we had in the kitchen. So we took the TV, and we opened up the window, and we sat it inside the window so my mom could sit in the backyard for the cookout and watch the basketball game. Yeah, that was real, like, yeah, because that's how much she liked basketball. But I want y'all to focus on the 13-inch TV for a second. Yeah, they had 13. I bet kids right now, I bet my nephew, probably even my niece, probably even my daughter had a 13-inch in her bedroom before we bought a big TV. 13-inch colored TV. So the TV was sitting in the kitchen window so my mom could watch the basketball playoffs because, we were having a cookout and she wanted to watch the game. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, and so this weekend, May 27th is her birthday. And I'm gonna start my show out by saying happy birthday because I know I won't be on the air on tomorrow or Saturday. Happy birthday, Mother. I call her Ma. Happy birthday, Ev. all the way in heaven. And so my aunt's birthday, my grandmother's sister. And my mom shared her birthday, and they were pretty much like two peas in a pod. So happy, and we call her Annie. Her name was Fanny. Happy birthday, mother. And so I used to see my mother in the morning, like, good morning, mother. I don't know why I would say that. And she's like, good morning, Audrey. But happy birthday, Ma. All the way to heaven. Happy birthday, Annie. All the way to heaven. I love you guys forever and ever. And I will miss you forever and ever. All right, let's get this show to rolling. All right, today is May the 25th, Thursday, May the 25th. Some of you, this is your Friday like it's my Friday. I know, because it's the weekend, baby. My husband is on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's a long, we should have planned something. But he need the rest because he works really hard on his job. But he is off. He has a long weekend. You know what he's doing tomorrow? He's going fishing. I'm so happy for him because I feel like he never gets to rest and do things that he like to do. I'm not going to even bother him. Normally, that's our date night. I don't even care if we don't have date night. We might do it tonight just so he can enjoy himself with fishing and just relax and kick back because that's what he likes to do. That's what he likes to do. Anyway, it's also National Wine Day. So now listen, I know a lot of you like wine. I'm not telling you to go out there and suck down a couple of bottles. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's National Wine Day. Now, how you choose to celebrate this day is totally on you. Speaking of National Wine Day, it's Chardonnay Day. So if you like Chardonnay, that's your favorite wine. It fits right in with today. It's African Liberation Day. Shout out to all my African brothers and sisters. African Liberation Day. It's also Global Africa Day. Yes, Global Africa Day. Geek Pride Day. Yeah, I'm a geek, so shout out to all the fellow geeks out there. Yes, I get it. If you are a geek, shout out to you. International Skin Pigmentation Day. Somebody put that on the calendar, but International Skin Pigmentation Day. Jordan Day, Independence Day. Jordan Independence Day. It's also May Revolution Day. May Revolution Day. National Brown Bag It Day. So if you already left for work, you probably didn't get a chance to pack the brown bag. Just in case you didn't, it's Brown Bag It Day. National Bath Bomb Day. Yes it is. It's also National Cody Day. So if your name is Cody, shout out to you, Cody. It's also National Enzo Day. If your name is Enzo, shout out to you, Enzo. It's also National George Day. If your name is George, shout out to you, George. National Missing Children Day. If you see the posters, take a look at them because you never know where these kids may show up. Prayerfully, they do show up. So take a look at the posters that you see hanging around. National Missing Children's Day. National Sing Out Day. Now, here's the thing. If you know you can't sing, I'm just saying, sing out. Channel your inner singer, but be careful where you be singing at because if you don't sound very well, somebody's going to tell you. National Tap Dance Day. Shout out to all the tap dancers out there. Okay, they made a day for towels. Like, why? Okay, National Towel Day. Yeah. Shabbat is Shabbat. Shabbat or Festive Weeks is a Jewish holiday with an agricultural and biblical significance. Okay, with an agriculture and biblical significance. Shabbat. National VTuber Day. National VTuber Day. So step in front of the video, baby. Okay, Chloe Lukasaki's Day. I'm sure I'm messing up her last name, but happy birthday, Chloe. Avery's Gay's birthday. Happy birthday, Avery Gay. World Thyroid Day. Check your thyroid. Let me tell y'all something. I was feeling really bad at one point, and I didn't know what was wrong, and I just couldn't. I was tired, and so one of my friends said, "You probably need to go see the endocrinologist," and I did. So when I went to go see the endocrinologist, he told me I had hyperthyroidism. Right? I'm like, oh. I know what happened. So I was feeling really bad. I had gained a lot of weight and quickly, and I was like, "Why am I gaining?" Because I know I wasn't really eating that much. And so when I went to the doctor, he told me I had hyperthyroidism. And I was like, well, isn't that the one that's supposed to make you lose weight? He's like, yeah, not in everybody. I said, just my luck. I would get the one that make you lose weight. In turn, it made me gain weight. It was crazy. He's like, not everybody loses weight with hyperthyroidism. So I was one of those people. But anyway, I was able to correct it. So once I did lose a lot of weight, my thyroid adjusted itself. But anyway, it's World Thyroid Day. World Thyroid Day. One of my cousins, she's younger than me by 6 years. She had thyroid cancer 4 years ago. And she's younger than I am. Cillian Murphy's birthday. Happy birthday, Cillian Murphy. Mike Myers' birthday. Yeah, not the one with the, the one that's the actor. Not the one that don't never die. Not him. Roman Reigns' birthday. Happy birthday, Roman Reigns. Yeah, because he never dies, y'all. Thorgy Thor's birthday. Yeah, Thorgy Thor's birthday. Happy birthday, Thorgy Thor. I don't know who that is. All right, those are all your national days for today and birthdays. Let's get on with this horoscope brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thompson for today, Thursday, May the 25th. Now, I want you guys to stick around because, again, we're talking business today. And we're going to talk about 4 reasons why realtors may want to think about starting a podcast. I love this subject. I could talk all day long about this one, but we're going to talk about that on the other side. So once I get through the horoscopes, I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about 4 reasons why realtors might want to think about. I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying think about starting a podcast. And then if they really think about it and it makes sense, then they probably want to start one. But before I get to that part, let's get on with these horoscopes. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You can make profitable investments if you purchase an art object for your home. You must be careful not to trust just anyone. Okay, Aries, don't hesitate to look for alternatives that will enable you to raise the kind of donations you need to do the job right. All right, don't hesitate to look for alternatives that will enable you to raise the kind of donations you need to do the job right. Yeah, don't hesitate. Look for them. In the meantime, you can make profitable investments if you purchase an art object for your home. Okay. All right. So know what you're purchasing, though. Don't purchase a fake, Aries. Just know what you're purchasing. Get the certificate of authenticity. I don't know why I can't talk this morning. Maybe because I'm talking too fast. I'm probably thinking and talking at the same time. And what I'm thinking about has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So I'm talking fast and I'm slurring my speech. Yeah. That's probably it. So I'm going to slow down so I can speak clearly. Okay? How about I do that? That sounds good to you guys? Okay. Taurus, you have a real need to be vocal. You can make headway in the workforce if you put your mind to it. You will reap the benefits if you put money into upgrading your residence. All right, look, you can reap the benefits, but you got to make an investment into your home. If you want your house to look good, Taurus, you got to put some money in it. It's not going to just look good on its own. You probably need to put some paint, throw some paint, carpet, shampoo the carpet, wash the windows, change the blinds, get some new furniture. Yeah, you want to upgrade? You got to upgrade. You got to put the money into the upgrading. I'm saying that's what you got to do. Gemini, don't avoid situations that may deteriorate. I'm just all screwed up. Try to mend them. Avoid getting trapped into internal disputes. Face any emotional problems head on to avoid situations getting out of hand. All right, folks, face them head on. Yes. Some people they want to avoid confrontations at all costs. Here's what I'm going to say. They don't go away. They stay there. They really do. They don't go anywhere. So face them. Cancer, you may have to explain your actions to your family. Observations will be far more productive. Try not to hurt your partner's feelings. All right, Cancer, I'm going to need you to be a little tender today. All right? I'm going to need you to be a little tender. Your partner is feeling some kind of way. Don't hurt their feelings. I'm going to need you to be a little soft. Okay? Because you could be a little rough sometimes, Cancer. I know, because I know some. I had one of those. And sometimes they can be a little rough. So I'm going to need you to be soft today. Okay? Your partner's feelings are at stake here. Just let you know. I'm going to call my daughter like, look, your horoscope said try not to hurt your partner's feelings today. She's like, oh my God. I should have told her that this morning. Leo, your emotional partner will push all the right buttons today. You should try to elaborate on an idea you have regarding a product or service for the home. Your ability to stand out in the crowd will bring the recognition you desire. All right, what you going to be doing, Leo, to stand out? I want to know because I'm trying to stand out in my crowd, baby. I'm trying to stand out so I can get the results that I want. Not recognition, I want some results. People already recognize me. I need some results. No, I'm a little off today. Just a little bit. Okay, Virgo, you need to spend less time daydreaming and more time accomplishing. Don't let situations get out of hand. Your reputation may be at stake if you partake in gossip. All right, Virgo. Just know that if you out there popping your lips, baby, popping your gums, your reputation is at stake. So be careful what you say and be careful who you say it to because you don't know who you talking to. I was talking to somebody yesterday, right? and she's running for a political office. And she didn't know me. She had just heard of the organization. She stopped by because when they start politicking, this is what they do. We don't see them no more after they politic. They start dropping in and stopping by, and they don't want to stay for real. They just want to drop in. To me, that's not building a relationship with anybody. Because you're politicking and you just want to drop in for a few minutes, that's not a relationship builder. And especially if you're trying to build a relationship with an organization. If I was going to run for a political office, I would be building relationships with the CEOs and presidents of these organizations because that's what you do. You don't drop in one time and show your face. That's just me. That's just my thinking. Anyway, you don't know you don't know who's who. So I was talking to this lady. She's running for political office, and I let her know right off the rip that one of the people that's running for office, running for re-election, I like that person a lot. So I want to hear anything they're going to say. So I always start out, I really care for her, and I'm always going to have her back. So don't say anything, because if you say something, I'm going to go back and tell her. Just like that. But I didn't say that part, but I let her know every time I meet people, because here's the thing, Gwinnett has almost 1 million people, but it's still very small. There are 1 million people, like 960-some thousand people, probably more than that at this point, in Gwinnett County. But the town is very small, and people talk. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, right off the rip, yep, I know this one. And they know me, they know me. And yeah, don't say anything about this person, because I'm really, yeah. So anyway, I said all that to say, Virgo, watch what you say and watch who you say it to. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes. And remember, stick around, because I'm going to be talking about why realtors should start a podcast, or should think about it at least. All right, I'll be right back after the song. Stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and I'm not surprised by what I found, because I know I needed something different, and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who just anyone, but baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you were checking for me. We were just friends, but we started building trust, and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah, should've paid attention. You would've been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So I then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different, and it had to be you.
like that song so much. That's one of my favorites. Had to be you. Yes. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Loved ones may be annoyed if they feel restricted. You are best to avoid joint ventures. And whatever you do, don't lend to friends or relatives. Difficulties relating to children will be stressful. All right, look here, Libra. Whatever you do, it said whatever you do not lend to friends or relatives today. I'm trying to tell you now, the stars have spoken. Listen, you can ignore it if you want to. If you do lend, just be prepared not to get it back. That's all we're saying. I'm just working with the stars right now. The stars say don't lend at all. I'm telling you, if you do, the stars are saying don't. But if you do, just be prepared to lose what you lend, because chances are you may not get it back. All right? Scorpio, you can win if you're open and upfront with your boss. Don't let your emotions interfere with money-making deals. You will gain new friends if you get involved in environmental issues. All right. Listen here. Control your emotions, Scorpio. You got to make that money, right? It's going to mess up your deals, your money-making deals. Control yourself. Hold that junk to later. I want to say something else, but it's a family show. Just hold it. You can do it. You can do it. Sagittarius, your attitude at work will open new avenues for you. Use your innovative mind to surprise youngsters. The key to feeling good about yourself will be do something about it. Oh, say that part again. The key to feeling good about yourself is to do something about it. Yes, that's what you got to do. Do your hair, do your nails, drop a few pounds, go to the gym. Do something that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Capricorn, passion is inevitable and commitments can be made during the heat of the night. Communication will be your strong point, and you should be able to persuade others to see things your way. Socially, you need a fast-paced form of entertainment. Okay, what you gonna do? Some salsa dancing or something, Capricorn? What you gonna do? What you mean fast-paced of entertainment? You going to a race car track and drive a race? Because you know you can. You can go to something like what's that? Not Top Golf. God, what's that thing? Oh my God, it's right on the tip of my mind. God, it'll come to me. Dave and Buster, don't they have like go-karts and things in there? Go to Dave and Buster or oh my God, Andretti's. I think they got things that really get your blood pressure going. I've never been to Andretti's. I want to go though. But I've been to Dave and Buster, and I think they say Andretti has like go-karts too. I think Dave and Buster has them. So find you some fast pace of entertainment. Have some fun. Aquarius, acceptance will be necessary. You may not be that popular at home, but you should be able to shine at social gatherings. Family responsibilities are mounting. Ooh, Aquarius, don't you hate to hear that? Family responsibilities are mounting. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. In the meantime, you may not be that popular at home, but you should shine at social gatherings. You should shine like a light bulb, baby. Shine like a light bulb. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish, Pisces. Try not to get upset or angry without having all the facts. Do something together or you'll be surprised how sweet a deal you can make. And you'll be surprised. Be sure to take care of any minor ailments. All right, fish, I'm working on mine. I told y'all I've been nauseous for the last 4 days. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. But it's better because it was worse. And it comes and goes. It doesn't stay. So I kind of think I just had like a stomach flu or something. Anyway, what was interesting, my doctor called me this morning out of the clear blue, like, okay, it's time for you to come see me. I'm like, really? I feel like the universe is just putting everything in the path that there have been 3 things this week that happened because I thought about them. 3. She was one of them because I was like, I probably need to go see my doctor. And she called out the blue. I didn't call her. I had a situation going on that I needed to talk to somebody about. And I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to have to talk to that person about this situation. And before I could say, I need to talk to you, they was like, yeah, I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh, crap. And then on Monday, here's the funny part on Monday. So Monday, I got on the scale, I had lost some weight. And I was like, oh, my God, 7 pounds to go. 7 pounds to go. Literally, because of this stomach bug and me not being able to really eat anything, 5 pounds since Monday. I got on the scale this morning. I was like, what? So, yeah, the universe, I need you to go ahead and drop me like 150. That's 150,000. Like, yeah, drop that on me. Not on me. In my bank account, but it needs to be mine. I can keep it and spend it the way I need to keep it and spend it. I don't need you to just drop it and then you take it back. All right. All right, that's all I got for y'all today in the horoscope land. I'll be back again Monday at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes. Don't forget to tune in and stick around because we're about to talk about business, baby. Yeah, we specifically podcasting. Yes, podcasting. So, as you all know or may not know, I decided to change the format of the show. You can still go to Good Morning Gwinnett and find out what's going on around Gwinnett County. Because we're going to have articles there about what's going on. But this show is going to be really focused more now on helping small businesses grow. So that's the focus of the show. Whether you be a real estate agent, whether you be a life coach, whether you be a freelancer, the show is going to be geared more towards how to help small businesses grow. So even though it says Good Morning Gwinnett and my goal is to help small businesses grow, I don't care where you are in the world. If you're looking for ways to grow your small business, create awareness for what you do, and just have the life that you want based on the things that you love, this is going to be your show. So, and every now and again, I may even bring on a guest, so you never know. If I don't bring on a guest, you can go to talkbusiness.com, talkbusinesswithaudrey.biz, and listen to my guest episodes there, and watch the videos. Talkbusinesswithaudrey.biz, and watch the episodes. All right, so let's get on with this show. So here's the thing. I was thinking about this morning because we were talking about some real estate. We're working on a couple of ventures, and let me tell y'all what I hate, right? I hate, and I look at real estate every day. I look at a house pretty much every day. But there are some people, some agents, they go into the house and they take the pictures vertically. Now, I understand why you would do that because you're trying to put them on Instagram. But they're not on Instagram when I'm seeing them. They're like on blog posts. They're on the real estate listing, on the real estate's website. Like, that's where they are. And the picture is vertical, so you can't see hardly. I hate those. Like, I would click off of those because you can't see the pictures. So that's one pet peeve I have. The other thing I thought about when I think about marketing and growing an agency, I try to think about, how can people use certain things to grow their business? So I thought about podcasting because this is a space that I live in most of the time. And I said, when I talk to people about podcasting, they always say stuff like, oh my God, I really don't have time to do that. I don't know how to do it. It's so much work. It's so much. It's nuts. I always hear these type of things. But I wanted to share some things, four reasons why I think that real estate agents should think about starting a podcast. So the first reason, especially if you're new, let me say that again, especially, because here's what I know. You're going to struggle because you're new. You don't know the industry. You don't know how to do the ins and out of real estate. You're learning. So here's what I would do if I were you. If I was going to go into any industry pretty much, I would start a podcast. Here's why I would start a podcast. One, it's going to help you build credibility and it's going to establish you as an expertise in that industry. Now, how you may be saying, well, Audrey, how is that? Because people get to hear your voice. They get to hear what you're talking about. If you're going to talk about all the schools inside of Gwinnett County, then your podcast should give a breakdown of every school in Gwinnett County, the student population in the county. And check this out. This is even better. You can do this anywhere in the world, wherever you are. You listen to this show and you're a realtor and you're thinking about starting a podcast. You can do this too. You could take each one. It doesn't have to be a long show like my show. My show is relatively long, right? But your show don't have to be that long. You can take each school in Gwinnett County. I think we have, I can't even remember how many we have. I know we got 180,000 students. I do know that. So we got a bunch of schools. You could probably do 26 episodes just on schools alone. Think about that for 1 second. Now, I'm thinking I'm about to bite this from y'all. Just on schools alone. You can give a breakdown about each school in the county, right? Because you're a realtor. Or let's say, for instance, you only want to focus on a couple of towns in the county. You can break the county. You can break them 3 towns. Let's say you want to focus on 3 towns. You can break them 3 towns down. And here's what you do. You go to the town's website, abctown.com, right? You go to the website and you look on how to start a business, where to get your electric service cut on it, what's the water company name, what's how to get a permit, and you talk about that on a podcast. How to do business in the town. And then if you want to talk about the schools, you talk about each one of the schools. You talk about high school, ABC High School number 1. ABC High School number 1 was started in 1939. Right now, the school served the towns of ABC Town, BCB Town, DCB Town, and it also has about 200 students. And every year, the school graduates 300 kids, blah, blah, blah. This is what you tell about that school. You talk about their sports record. You talk about the academic record. You talk about the history of the schools. You talk about accolades of the school. That's what you talk about. You do a podcast about it. They know what's going to happen. When people come into your town, because let me tell you what people look for. They look for schools. They look for work environments, like what's the jobs like there. And they look for life, nightlife. Trust me, that's what I look for. They look for schools. They look for what the work environment is like. And they look for like entertainment. Like, what can we do? You can break all of that down in the podcast. All of it. You're just giving things that are already out there, but you're going to put your spin on it. You're going to talk about your experience about it, and you're going to put it out there. Now, guess what that makes you look like? That makes you look like a credibility building expert in real estate, because you know the market, you know the school system, you know how to start a business, you know how to find a job, you know where to pay the water bill, you know if the water bill and the gas bill are connected, you know to pay the electric, all of that you know, and you put it in audio. Then you put it in, now here's the thing. You could put it in video. You could kill two birds with one stone if you did a video podcast. Now you got video and audio, and then you have all that transcribed, and now you got a blog post. Oh my God, you can kill this thing. If I were a realtor and I was just starting out, that is one reason why you should start a podcast. Think about it. Thought leadership makes you look like an expert in what you do, and it helps you build credibility. And when people start to look and you keep popping up in the search engines because you got all this great content out there about them schools, and senior living and senior citizens and parks and recreation, your podcast is never ending. You know why? Because your community is growing. That's why. All right. The other thing is it really helps you reach so many people. The one thing about podcasting, you can reach 1 million people in no time at all, because the podcast is syndicated across so many platforms, depending on which hosting platform you decide to use. Think about that for a second. So I was doing a search yesterday on one of my friends' podcasts, and I'm sure he doesn't even know this, but when I searched for the name of the podcast, because I was looking for something in his podcast, it popped up on Audible. I'm almost positive he don't know his podcast is on Audible. So just in case you don't know what Audible is owned by Amazon. It is the audio version of Amazon. It has audio books over there and everything. His podcast popped up. It popped up in Apple Podcasts first. And then the next place it popped up, like third in a row, was Audible. And I was like, holy crap. Now, I know his podcast is in Audible, so is mine. But that's what I'm saying. You can be on all of these platforms in no time flat. No time flat. And so you have to think about the reach that you're going to get. You never know who's listening. You may be listening. Somebody may be listening. They're thinking about, man, I need to change. I want to move. I want to go somewhere. And I keep hearing these people talk about this place called, Atlanta or Gwinnett County. That lady comes on every morning. She talks about Gwinnett County and how much she loved it. And, oh my gosh, she keeps talking about. They could be listening to that podcast and thinking, I have to go see what she loves so much about Gwinnett County. I have to see what that is. And they, you know what? Guess who pop up? You. And guess what you're going to start telling about? Housing and schools and jobs and entertainment and lifestyle and recreation and parks and senior services. And all. That's what you're going to tell them in the podcast. So even before they get to you, they've heard your voice. They know what you talk about. All of that good stuff right there. Okay, so that's a good way for you to get the reach out. All right, I got 2 more to give you, so I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of 4 reasons why I think real estate agents and brokers and realtors should start a podcast. I'll be right back.
She's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that she'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like this forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself, 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself, 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. 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 Talking to myself, 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself, 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you, 4 reasons why I think, a realtor or real estate agent should start a podcast. Listen, I could be biased because I'm a podcaster, but what I know for a fact is that podcasting is a great way for you to actually get your name out there, especially if you're new. Okay, the other reasons why, when you think about showing a property, right, you always think about the visual of the property, right? But here's the thing. What happens if you could take the audio and push people directly to the videos or to the pictures just based on the audio? Because you could talk about something like a backyard. Like one of my friends bought a house last year. His backyard was out of this world. The backyard was humongous. I want to say his backyard was probably 2 acres, just the backyard. That is something that you can get on there and talk about. You could talk about the backyard. You could talk about, what you can do to the backyard. You could talk about what it would take to maintain the backyard. You could talk about what landscaping would cost. If you could put down mulch, what kind of animals roam in the backyard. The one thing I've learned since I've been living in Georgia, if you got a huge backyard and it's not gated off, yes, animals will walk across your backyard, like all kinds. I remember the first day when I first got here, I was laying on my bed and I was looking out the window and a fox walked by. I jumped up. I said, "Is that a fox?" The fox, a red fox, walked by the bedroom, walked by in the backyard. I was like, "Oh my!" I had never seen a fox in real life. Ever. Not in real life, not except on television. I was like, "Oh my God, that's a fox!" Yeah, I saw a fox just walk by. The other thing I saw was a family of deer all the time. I would see deer all the time. Just a whole family of them just walk by the window. And then rabbits. Oh, I love rabbits, right? I would just see rabbits. It was this one big rabbit. He was huge. He was fast though. He was so you could talk about the wildlife on the land. It's so much you can do with that. You could talk about, you can just talk about a lot of stuff. You can also give market insights. Talk about what the market is like right now, because you never know. There may be an investor that's listening to what you have to say, right? They're listening to what you got to say. They're thinking about doing some investments. You have a finger on the pulse because you're a realtor or a real estate agent. What trends are happening right now? Like when I first moved to Lawrenceville, Georgia, there was no downtown nightlife. Now downtown is bustling. Oh my God, you go downtown Lawrence, you go down there tonight, because this is people. A lot of people weekends start today. They're off this weekend because of the holiday. Tonight, tomorrow, right through, it's gonna be so many people downtown. We have a bustling life downtown Lawrenceville right now. I'm talking about for real. What we don't have yet is a nightclub. And I don't know if we're going to ever get a nightclub, but we don't have one. We got something close. We got Cosmos Pizza and Social. That's close because they do have that extra side over there where you dance a little bit, but it's not a nightclub. So you can talk about things like that, like, because people want to know about those things. And you can also talk about businesses that are there. This is a good one. This is twofold, because if you talk about local businesses, you're giving the business that's downtown or in your town or in that area a shout out for free, which shows that you are a community partner for real. Not only do you sell real estate, but you really are a community partner, because guess what you just did? They didn't even pay you to shout their business out. You want to shout them out. So you know there's a cute boutique on Main Street. Let's talk about the cute boutique on Main Street. If you know there's a doggy hotel on Highway 78, let's talk about the doggy hotel on Highway 78. Let people know, oh, we got dog parks, and they have, we got parks and they got their own dog park. They want to know these things. So now it looks like you are really a community partner, and you can share all these things. Believe me, people listen to podcasts. Yes, they do. Here's why they listen to them. Because one, sometimes they're just working out. They want to hear what you have to say. They can't watch videos. They just want to do their running, do their jogging, do their walking, do their yoga, and listen to what you have to say. So they listen to podcasts. So even though you say, yeah, but I'm in real estate, I need to show pictures. You do. But here's what you do. After they get finished listening to you, now you know what? Let me go Google. Let me go to her website, because you also should have your own website. I know your company gives you a website. 9 times out of 10, you can't make no changes on that website. It's very generic and cookie cutter because everybody got the same website. You should have your own personal website where you can go in and make changes and add things. So that way you can send them right on over to Audrey Bell Kearney website. You can send it to your website, your personal website, with links back to your real estate website, because that way they can go to your site, they can fill out a questionnaire, they can see your stories, they can listen to your podcast, they can watch your videos on your site. So you should have a website. And when people are listening and you just talked about this house, you can say, and go check out pictures on my website. Here's my website domain. And then you tell them what that is. And then they can go listen to the website domain. That's what they can do. All right. The last thing you can do with a podcast is you can attract a lot of qualified leads, right? Here's why. Because you have talked about things that these people are interested in. They want to know about your area. They want to know about your school system. They want to know about the job market tonight. They want to know all these things, right? And because you are the local real estate expert, you can tell them about their things via your podcast. Absolutely. Here's another thing. One thing about podcasts, they are very shareable. Like if you're on a podcast platform, 9 times out of 10, there's a button next to your name that says share. You can share that episode with your family and friends and say, hey, listen, I thought this would be a great episode. Can you share this with your friends? Not only that, I'm sure if you're in this industry, mortgage brokers, title companies, home inspectors, all of that. Those are your friends. So you make sure that's the first people on your newsletter list. So every time you put out a new episode, you send it to those people. You know why? Because who are they going to think of? Who are they going to think of for real when it's time for them to, you know what? I was just listening to Carol's podcast. Yeah, let me send the person this episode so they can listen to Carol's podcast. And now guess what Carol's going to do? Carol's going to get that lead, and she's going to thank you for that lead. And when it's time for home inspection to come back, you're going to go right back over to Henry, because Henry sent the podcast to Sarah, who called Carla for the house. And now Carla's got to thank Henry for that referral. And now it's a circle. But it's easy to share a link to a podcast, and you can listen to it right on your phone. That's how podcasts were born. Apple came out with the iPod, and they started podcasts. That's where we got the name from. And what is the iPhone? The iPhone is a souped up version of what a pod player used to be. I remember when iPod first came out, and you can make a phone call you can make a phone call on the iPod. Yes, you could. You can get a phone number and dial it, and you could talk on the iPod. It turned into the iPhone. That's what happened. And now it is a souped up computer. It was a small computer back then. Now it's a souped up computer that does all kinds of things, like listen to your conversation, everything. So that's easy for people to share your link to your podcast with referral. That could be a referral opportunity from one of your industry partners, which is a pretty good thing, because they can say, you know what, I listened to this episode that she put out. I thought it was real helpful. Not only that, you can talk about their businesses. You got partners in the industry. You got mortgage brokers. You got title companies, you got inspectors, you got insurance partners. You can talk about all of that inside your episode, especially if you do a first-time home buying series. If you do buying your first home in Gwinnett County, here's what you need to know. 21 things you need to know. Guess what that is? 21 episodes. You don't put all 21 in one episode. As 21 things you need to know before you buy your house in Lawrenceville, Georgia. 21. That's 21 episodes. That's what that is. And you can, honestly, they don't have to be long. You can literally sit down on a day and do all 21. I'm just trying to help you out because somebody needs some help today. You're in this industry, you're struggling, trying to figure out how to get your first sale. You're tired, you don't have the money. Life is beating you down. This is a great way for you to do it. Leverage your training, leverage your expertise, leverage your relationships, leverage your passion, and do it with the podcast. These are 4 reasons why you should think about doing it. The industry is great. Yes, real estate is competitive. You know it is, especially in places where the markets are hot. Here in Georgia, the markets have been on fire since 2019. I saw prices from 2019 jump up double in 2020. The prices jumped when the pandemic hit. The same house that was $200,000 in 2018, the same house went up to $400,000. I couldn't believe it. I was like, they didn't even do anything different to the house. The market changed and the prices went up. They've dropped just a little bit, but not much. They didn't drop by 200,000. Would they drop by 200,000? I don't know. I guess it really depends on the market you're in. But here's the thing: people thinking about jumping into new markets, they're relying on you to bring them the best information. So this is a great way for you to kill 2 birds with one stone. Set yourself apart from the rest, right? Bring in more clients, build loyalty, attract new clients, attract new businesses, partner with businesses, become a friend to them, let them be a friend to you. Because if you do, let me tell you something. If you go to the restaurant across the street and you eat there all the time and you do an episode about that restaurant and you give them a little card and say, hey, let people know that I talked about your restaurant on my podcast, on my real estate podcast, guess what they're going to do? Hey, listen, here, click this link right here and listen to this. Scan this QR code and listen to this episode where such and such podcast talked about us. Guess what that does for you? You're a realtor. That's a referral that's going. But here's the thing. It's about them, so they don't mind passing out the business card about them. They don't mind about that because you're talking about them, but it's really about you. But now you're getting them to give out a card so people can listen to what you had to say about them, which is going to increase your leads. You got to think outside the box in everything you do. I don't care where you are in the world. And if you're in smaller towns where nobody is thinking like this, you're going to kill the market. They're going to want to know, how's she getting all them deals? Because you are informing the new home buyer, the potential new home buyer. That's why. All right. Now, yes, I got to tell you about a new program. That's all I got with this part. I hope you found this very beneficial. If you're saying, Audrey, I don't know how to start a podcast. I don't want to start a podcast. I'm scared to start a podcast. I got 2 options for you. 1, you can go to podcastuniversity.training and I can train you on how to start a podcast. 2, you can go to Pod Engine because that's a program where we do everything for you. So you got 2 options. You can go over to noisemedia.us and click on Pod Engine and we do everything for you. Or you can go to Podcast University where I train you on how to start a podcast. So you got a couple options. Check out which one you want to do because that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you stand outside, live outside the box, but stand out in a crowded, competitive space. Real estate is crowded and competitive. That's going to help you stand out. All right. Woo, I feel like I said a lot. That's because I did. I'm going to go to my last song and then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned.
So you want me to set you free. your all, just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Let's go for gold. If we ever was lost before, now we finally found our way. And love is stronger than anything. We will make our own way. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all, just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Yeah, yeah, let's go for gold. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Yeah, let's go for gold.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to give you my word of inspiration because I felt like, it's coming up to the weekend and we're gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff, some barbecues and all that good stuff. And I just wanted to say something pretty simple. It's gonna be my mom's birthday Saturday, and of course, as much as we're gonna do our best to enjoy, the thought of her not being there because we should celebrate everything, it's gonna be hard. So my only word of wisdom today and inspiration is to, if you have your family and your loved ones, show them some love. That's it. I ain't got a lot to say about that. Show them some love, embrace them, even the ones with their bad faults. Right? Oh, I don't mess with him like that. I get it. I understand. I've been around those. I know who they are. But try your best to show some love. That's all I'm saying. Show some love to your friends. Show some love to your neighbors, because life can be short. I'm not going to say will be short. It can be short. We lost Tina Turner yesterday. She lived a full, long life. She was 83 years old. We lost Jim Brown, I think Sunday or Monday. Lived a full, long life. I can only wish to live that long. I can only wish and pray to live that long. And while I'm here, I'm going to do my very best to show the people around me that I love them. I'm going to do my very best to be an asset to my community and to this world. I'm going to do my very best to be the best me I can be. So that's my words of inspiration for you today. Hey, listen, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 54 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you miss any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And also, there are some links in the description below. If you want more leads for your business, there's some software that you can click on the link and get more business, more leads for your business. If you're looking for a job, there's a link for jobs in the description of the show. And also, if you like the show, be sure to subscribe to the show and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. And if you really like the show, really like it, you can buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description. I really appreciate that. I thank you and I love you and I appreciate your support. Thank you for listening to me. I'll be back again Monday. You guys know? Yeah. I'm going to come Monday. I know Monday's a holiday, but I'm coming anyway for a few minutes just to say Happy Memorial Day. You guys have a wonderful and safe weekend. I'll talk to you again on Monday, God willing. Until next time, my friends. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.